Hello and welcome to Lord of the Rings Realms in Exile. This is a total conversion mod for Crusader Kings III, which moves it into the Lord of the Rings universe. And it is pretty cool so far. It's not got a ton of content with its first release, but it's got a level of quality that I'm quite impressed with. As you can see from this screen here, which is why I'm starting here, you've got a ton of background information, you've got a ton of lore, and it has events that will guide us through what we're going to do today. We're going to play as Saruman the White, and we're going to jump right in. Before we jump in actually, just to set what year this is in-game, it is the year 3000, which is 18 years before Frodo left the Shire. If you had been watching the films, there's a little bit of an odd time difference between the films and the books. In the books, Frodo gets the One Ring a lot earlier, so he has the ring and he just kind of sits in the Shire for a long time sitting on it because there's no great need for him to go and do anything with it. So, we're going to jump in, and basically the idea is Frodo has the ring, but nobody knows this, and everyone's kind of posturing for what's going to come next. So, let's jump in as Saruman. So, this is the map. The map is very big, however, the actual playable area is quite small. On the map, you can see we've got Mordor here. I believe the Shire is meant to be over this way somewhere. I guess that would mean that Rivendell would be kind of like on one of these two rivers somewhere. But essentially, the playable area we've got is Isengard, which we are in control of as Saruman. And then you've got the Riddermark, controlled by King Theoden. So, this is basically the setup that you're going to have. There's two events that will fire, one for Theoden, one for us, and they'll basically be leading us through the start of the War of the Ring, kind of the lead up to the point, like, we're not actually in the war yet, but we're leading up to it. We are currently still a member of the Free People who are of Middle-earth, who are not under the dominion of Sauron. However, there are a few people around us. If we have a look at the Dunlandfells here, they are a people of darkness who fell under the dominion of Morgoth in the First Age, or were dominated by Sauron and worshipped him in the Second Age. So this is one group of people we could be. You can be the Free People, and there is also a third group of people. Well, actually, if I click in here, well, I just realized none of them actually exist yet. Where if we do this, you can see we have the Council of Sauron. So these are people that Sauron holds sway over directly. So right now you've got these people were just kind of under control of Sauron. Riddermark and us currently are free. And then you've got the people who are completely Sauron's puppets. So those are the three bits, and it's very simple. But I think what the mod is showing here is a very focused kind of idea. It's going to be very event-driven, which you'll see in a second. It's going to be very, like, I think it's going to be very short playtimes is what the mod's aiming for. It's not aiming for, like, hundreds and hundreds of years and you playing through generations and generations of characters. It's aiming to effectively replicate certain points in time, which I think is cool. I think that's a nice idea for a mod, and it's kind of like if you ever played the Civ game Scenarios. It's like you could play Civilization and go through all of the game, and it'll take you hundreds of hours, or you can just play a little scenario. It's a smaller experience, but it's more focused, and it can be balanced specifically for what we've got going on, which I think is cool. Right, first thing we need to do is we need to choose a lifestyle. I'm just going to choose a martial one. It doesn't really matter. We're not going to worry about that. It's not the focus. And then from this point onwards, we're just going to let the game run until such a point as the events run out. So, let's let it run. We got a level up in devotion, which doesn't really matter that much. Now, I'm going to run it at speed 5 just once. There you go. You see we just hit the 18th of July. About half a second ago we were in January. That's the reason why I'm running it at speed 4. Basically, what Crusader Kings III will do for the max speed is it just goes, hey, I'm going to go as fast as your computer can make it go. And because we have a very small number of provinces, the game will go very, very quickly. So, yeah, if you want to play it that fast, you can. If your PC happens to be of a lower quality, that speed might work for you. However, for me, it's definitely something that I'm going to avoid for just this playthrough so that you get a rough idea of how long things are actually taking. Also, if you try and use that in wars, it is actually impossible. You move you click on somewhere for something to move to, and the entire thing is gone by the time you get there. Anyway, the Lord of Isengard. Isengard was not made by you, but by the men of Numenor long ago. It is very tall and has many secrets, yet it looks not to be the work of craft. It was at the crowning of Freylaf, King of Riddermark, that you appeared, bringing gifts and speaking great praise of the valour of the Rohirrim. All knew you a welcome guest. Soon after you took up your abode in Isengard, for Beren, the steward of Minas Tirith, had given you the keys to Orthanc, and from that year, on 2759 of the Third Age, you have dwelt in Isengard. You became a lord of men, for at first you held Isengard as a lieutenant of the steward and warden of the tower. Freyleif was as glad as Beren to have this so, and know that Isengard was in the hands of a strong friend. A friend you long were, and you kept the tower as part of the defences of the West, so long as you yourself remained the chief person in that defence, and a head of its council. Your subjects are mixed Rohirrim and Dunlending, and no longer do you consider the realm of Gondor as your liege. So, once part of Gondor, no longer, now we are a free group of people. Alright. Letting it run a little bit further, so this is setting it up a little bit. We've left Gondor, we're no longer specifically tied to a realm of man, that we now control everything that we have. I'm actually going to go to speed 5 just to get to the next event. Surety of supply. I don't believe this is an actual event, I believe this is a Crusader Kings III one. No matter how formidable my soldiers are, if they run out of provisions while on campaign, they will serve me no better than trained squirrels. To this end, I should come up with a plan for ensuring my soldiers always have the supplies they need in the field. So we can go for well-provisioned armies? Sure. What I should also show off, actually, is that our character, just because I saw the percentages in that event, our character is very, very, very skilled. Because we're 2,000 years old, we've had a lot of time to do things. We also have the Istari trait, which is very in-depth and has a lot of lore attached to it. Basically, it says that we're a similar person to Gandalf or Radagast or any of the other ones that you know about. We're a theologian, we're a seducer? I did not realize he was a seducer. But hey, whatever floats his boat. He's had 2,000 years to get a hang of it. After going through the financial ledgers, I was able to pick out a group of merchants scattered around the countryside I knew would be dependable. Sure. I wanted to show that off as well, because if I go to the Riddermark, I believe, yes, he has got another trait, which is Horsemaster, which you can see is very much you get a lot of bonuses if you're into cavalry. So they're going to have a lot of these. I wonder if this guy has anything. No, he doesn't really have anything new. Oh no, this one's new, I think. Outrider Leader. So yeah, he gets a bunch of stuff for cavalry as well. Right, I'm going to let it go at speed 5 to get to the next event. The Orthanc Stone. In the middle of your throne room is a black stand. On it, a black cloth covering the Palantir, the greatest of the secrets of Isengard. Gandalf would advise you to disregard its power. The Grey Fool miscalculates your wisdom and strength. Sauron has a Palantir, the captured Ithil stone of Minas Ithil. That is guessed correctly by you. You have felt his gaze on Isengard, but you are powerful enough to resist him, and you shroud your valley in secrecy from his eye. In this hour you will wrestle with Sauron and claim mastery over this powerful tool to use it in your quest. I will find the One Ring and bring order to Middle-earth. So, we're looking for the ring, and now we're getting twisted, and, oh no, we're frightened. The Palantir. In the darkness of your throne room, the black cloth is lifted. You reach out towards the crystal ball and command it to show you the One Ring. It respects your power and sweeps over the Gladden fields. The scene is visible, wilderness of marshlands, the Gladden fields where you have searched ceaselessly to discover the ring. It is not there. You search further and are directed over Mirkwood and towards the Sea of Rhûn, where you observe the endless armies of the men of Rhûn. But someone else is watching. Sauron has found you, concealed within his fortress. The Lord of Mordor sees all within the captured Ithil stone, Palantir of Minas Ithil. His form is a great eye, lidless, wreathed in flame. His reaching flames pierce through the Palantir and drive into your arms. He is seeking to learn your designs. The vision of the Palantir shifts to scenes of Sauron's utter conquest of the east and south. Sauron does not know yet of your purpose, but you must either deceive him or fight for control of the Palantir. So we can choose to either pledge allegiance to Sauron, convert to the councils of Sauron, and then continue our search for the One Ring, which would basically mean that he would have sway over us. Or we'll say you cannot have it and get a bunch of stress. Now I'm assuming stress here is to tell us which one is the default option, as in which one is the option you would go with if you're following canon. So we're going to follow it. We are going to convert to Sauron's religion. And if we have a look here, the main differences between Sauron's is, so you got communal identity, which is good. We're all linked together with faith and culture. We've got some human sacrificing, and we've got some warmongering. And then, if we check, say, the free people, you're looking more at astrology, you're looking more at ritual celebrations in nature, people of darkness. They also have the communal identity, but instead of killing people, they're more into reincarnation and ancestor worship. But yes, we are the Council of Sauron now. So I'll let this run, up to speed 5. All is fair. Many treaties have been written on the honourable conduct in war, but those authors' lives weren't on the line when they put pen to paper. This is another CK3 one. We'll just choose an event that gives us no negative and move on. We also need to get a martial perk. We'll need this in a bit, but it's not really that important. We'll just grab that one. Build me an army worthy of Mordor. Through the Palantir, Sauron has ordered you to contact the orcs of the Misty Mountains. They are skilled in metallurgy and in the ranks of warriors at your disposal. In the ranks are veterans of the Battle of the Five Armies. So, we can either get the orcs from the Misty Mountains, which costs us some gold, we then get 1,200 men and the development level increases, or we can say, actually the Dunlendings will serve Isengard better, which gets us some gold down, but we then gain some unpressed claims on the West Marches, and is that that's Dethaba? Something like that? Anyway. When my test game I did this one, so I think we're going to go and summon the wild men and get ourselves some claims. So now we should end up with some troops, although I don't think they've been raised. And then we can go and attack somewhere, like the West Marches. Where's that? So it's down here. So we can just start attacking people. You got 1,100 troops. You can see here we've got a new option, which is Influence. Influence right now just gives you a strong hook, and then you're not able to influence someone else right away. But I assume that this isn't available to every character. I'm not going to do that. We're not going to magically influence them. We're instead just going to conquer... why is this grayed out? We do not have the fame level to conquer this. I thought it just gave us a claim. Was it not meant to just give us a claim on these things? Yeah, unpressed claim on this and that. So, unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have actually given us the claim. Yeah, so these are just conquest wars. Oh well. It's got a few bugs, but it's just come out. How about this guy? You've got a claim on him? Nope. Okay, maybe we're unable to press claims for whatever reason. Not sure why. Let's attack him anyway. Let's attack this guy. We're going to go conquer his county. Right, we're going to raise our armies up in the tower. And then just wait. So we have our 5,000 troops. And we're going to march them over here. Because they only have one province, we're just going to go and take it. I believe there's some other wars going on, which is why there's a bunch of hostile people. I'm not overly worried about it. We're going to ignore it. We're going to go directly to the war goal and just take it. Because that's the way I am here. Maybe 5 months. Oh, 4 men decided to attack us. And do speed 5 in a war for a second. That took a singular... that was like just tapping it twice. We went a month in the future. The wizard's new clothes. White, you sneer. It serves as a beginning. White cloth may be dyed, the white page can be overwritten, and the white light can be broken. You are the head of the Istari, sent to bring order to this Middle Earth, the wisest of the wise, and it was you who had diligently sought after the One Ring, your purpose, to retrieve it before Sauron claims it. All of Middle Earth will praise the many-coloured when you hold the ruling ring, and you will usher in a new era of peace and prosperity. For I am Saruman, the Wise. So I believe this is another movie book change thing. Well, apparently in the book he had many colours, so we are going to have many colours. And that's our new nickname. We're no longer Saruman, the White. We are now Saruman of many colours. which is cool. Doesn't do an awful lot for us apart from change our nickname, but that's neat. Right, wait in a few days, we'll go up to speed 4, and then we have taken the war goal, so we will win the war. Enforce our demands, gives us the province. Yep, good. So that is now ours, and Isengard has expanded. The other nice thing about this is that if the Riddermark start expanding, which they will, it blocks them off from expanding into these lands, so it's effectively claiming these lands for ourselves. And we've got 10 domain limits, so we don't need to give away anything, so I think we're alright. Did this guy become my vassal, or is that what it's saying here? No. I was just trying to figure out which vassal, when he dies, it would go somewhere else. Oh, I think it's because she's married somebody who's in line to something else. Okay. Doesn't really matter. Right. We could start doing some more wars. Let's attack this guy. Our armies are raised. Good point, game. Good point. I'm going to attack this guy. He's got a singular province. I believe that this land could become ours. We're going to conquer the county and go for it. Right. Raise our troops. And then carry on. So we'll march him over here. And while this is going on, I believe that we will probably run into another event. We'll see, though. We'll see. There's possibilities. 5 months of sieging. Very tempted to put it on faster speed, realizing that it's not a good idea for the, chances of missing something. Got anything else in here? Nope. Okay. Ooh, we got a siege event that's making us go a little bit quicker. 2 months. Going down the days. And then this will be ours. And we'll get a little bit more of this land. Are the Riddermark expanding over here? Not yet, but I think they're about to. I think they're on the edge of expansion. Oh, do you have multiple things I need to siege? You do. Are you in multiple wars? You are. Okay, what's this for? You're attacking someone. Oh. Do you want to just give up that war and then... Yeah, that'd make me happy if you would just give up that war. Guess this is the other thing I needed to siege. Hey, 100%. Nice. Enforce demands. Hey, we've expanded. So we've taken a little bit more land. And we can keep expanding northwards here. So let's get the Stark Moors. To conquer a county. Raise our troops. And then wait a little bit and head them up here. We might go for a speed 5 traveling here. Warning. There we go. We're here. We've already finished the siege pretty much. It's like teleporting. It's amazing. I wish the real game ran that, or could run a little bit closer to this speed. Obviously, the speed itself is unrealistic, but you know, a little bit closer would be nice. And I'm just going to go speed 5 and back down. Cool. Camp dispute. After my army sets up their camp, I hear a commotion coming from my champion's lodgings. Investigating the disturbance, I find Mayor Tathlek and Inir are in the middle of a heated argument. Well, I can deliver a speech about unity, or I can have them whipped. Let's deliver the speech, because it's got a 99% chance of working. I get up and deliver the speech about how we're all fighting for Isengard and how we must stand united against our foes, for if we don't, there will be many an outsider who will take advantage of our internal squabbles. And yes, that went very well. Right. Unpause the game. That makes sieges go much quicker. Couple months left, and we're about to grab this. Have they expanded yet? No, but this one's kind of coalesced into one proper realm. Oh, and never mind, it just split up again as I said that. Right, we'll grab that one. Disband. We'll grab the last independent realm up the top here. Right. Grab it, raise our troops, send them on a journey. As it's just them, I think I might actually do this at 5. Right, 5. There we go. 1 day left. That was perfect time to unpause it. Planned completely. I'm just going to grab one of these, like Knight Effectiveness. That sounds good. We have taken it. They have another thing to siege. I should probably siege multiple ones at once, but hey, doesn't really matter. 1 day left. We got it. And enforce demands. Perfect. Right, so we got that little bit of land off of them as well. We're going to disband. And then we're going to run it at speed 5 to check if we have any more events. If it goes 2 years, we'll just start playing as if there are no more events. Right, so we'll go with that one. We got a new martial perk, which we'll go quickly grab and never back down. Cool. Right, and we'll grab military engineer for faster sieging. We're not going to go on this feast. Secrets have been exposed. We'll imprison somebody. Right, looks like a couple of years have passed and we must be past the story event. So now the game pretty much just says, hey, go and conquer things. So the Riddermark's pretty much together. We've got this land and the Riddermark. So yeah, it's the 3 characters it recommends you start with, or the 3 characters that are left. So we'll grab a bunch more knights. We've got a few knights left, so we'll recruit some to court. Just so that we're full up on those. So we'll recruit all of them. Right, and then we're going to choose somebody to attack. What about this guy, the Petty King? Now, the Holy Wars, you can only do once per lifetime. Can we get a duchy? Let me just see. The other duchy is pretty much all of his lands. Seems like a better war. Declare it. Right. Raise our armies, so we might actually have to pick care here. March north. I believe you get a lot more armies if you get the Misty Mountain one. Misty Mountains one. But I thought the claims would be interesting for the wars we had. Turns out, claims don't work, so that's fine. Let's march our way in here. We're leading the army, and it should go quite quickly. Well, 6 months, but we do that. We just had war declared on us. Oh no! Pause it up. We've had war declared on us by the Riddermark. Oh no, what they declared a war for? For the High Chiefdom of the West Marches. Well, that's not on at all. That's very not on. Right, so now we're in a bit of a panic. So we need a new steward. It's going to be this person, because he's good at the job. He's going to collect us money. There are a few less jobs, but that's alright. Than in the base game. What we need to do now is, I believe, because we're playing as Saruman, there are some extra mercenaries we can grab. I'm not sure which ones they are, but I did read that there were some extra ones. Guess there aren't any immediately. Let's just grab the Druids of the Mountain. Sure. And bring them up to us. How many troops does the Riddermark have right now? 6,000. Okay. So what we want to do is grab our troops and send them over here, and then go and beat them up. Right. Let's grab them, merge them, beat them. That's the plan. They're sieging back down the stuff that we've taken from them previously up top. We could actually go beat them up. If the Riddermark aren't going to make themselves show, and we'll, you know, we'll just chill until they actually show themselves. There they are. Now they're there, we'll head down. Right. So we've beaten up the army. Heading south. We probably have a better leader than they do, because we're leading the armies, and we're very, very good. We'll just get some money there. I think that was an event from somebody trying to kill us, if I remember that one correctly. So, unfortunate if that happens. Right. Heading to the south. Besieging down our lands. Just want to go straight in here. They're going to try and merge up, but it's not really going to work for them. We are now known as a paragon of virtue for our faith. And we're in here. They're chucking troops in, but it's not really going to help. They're being killed one by one in our combine harvester of war. There we go. I take a white piece if they accept it. They will not accept it. Just base like they don't want to do it, essentially. Oh, I think this land got inherited by somebody else, actually. Yeah, now I'm looking at it. Because that used to be our land. Oh, I didn't want to play at speed 5 for that long. See, that's the problem. Is if you do that, you then end up with half your land sieged. I keep warning about it, and then it's like, yep, it happened anyway. Okay. Now we have starving people, so we actually want to split up a little bit here. I was like, hey, I could just use it for one siege. What's the problem? One siege wouldn't hurt. Just one tiny little siege there. What's the big deal? What's the worst that could happen? Worst that could happen is all of our land gets sieged. Wait, are we above the supply limit? We are. Head up here. Wait, up here. There we go. Somewhere where we have the supply to actually sit and reinforce. Right, so we're at 40, 20. So basically every month that goes past, we're going to get a little bit more supply into us. This one's fully done. This one will be done next month. Well, they're not fully, but they're at 60. Let's merge up and then head south. Right, merge up. Head south. Beat up their armies again. That'll get us war score. I think we're still ahead on war score. In fact, they might surrender. Oh, they might white peace. Yeah, we'll white peace and then we'll head north. Some of this land is obviously sieged by this guy, which is a problem. Yes, because he was in the other war. So we white peace the first war, said, go away, I'm busy right now. Head up here. Start sieging down some land. Now, do they have ticking war score? They do. So they have war score from controlling their titles. So let's head up there and take that first. Is this within the land I want to take? No. So the nearest one within the land I want to take is... Oh, there we go. No, there's That's Ravendell. That's Ravendell, not Rivendell. For a second I was like, oh, I found Rivendell. I was looking for that. No, it's Ravendell. Completely different. It is the off-brand Rivendell, though. The Ravendell. So it looks like the Riddermark control pretty much everything. They're about to get that bit there as well. So that's going to be the end of there being multiple powers in the region. Yeah, the reason why they keep getting war score is this war score from held objective thing, which is going to continue going up until we take this. So now we've taken that, they lose all of that war score. So now they just have war score from holding all these titles, which we can either get back from sieging or from... I need to split up as well, I just realized, so that we can get... yeah, let's split up a little bit and get some supply back as well. So we'll just leave some people to siege. But yeah, we'll get it back from sieging all of these little bits over here. And if they come and contest, I'll beat them up. Yeah, they're going to come and contest, so I'm going to go beat them up here. Just stay in this province. Ah, so they're heading up to that one. Just spin back round again. Siege. And we've taken that one. Where are you going down here? I have no idea where this army is going. It's just on a little journey. A little adventure. Right, attack in. Hoping I can catch him with the 400 and then hit him with the 3000 afterwards. Seems to be working. Yep. So they're now losing a lot more. Retreating. We won that one. Right, we'll merge up. Head over here. Get some more sieges back. So this is very much now standard CK3 gameplay. It's get land, siege land, go to war, get land, siege land. But let's drop them off here. And send these 2000 up. Just to go and deal with the army, which has now come back to the exact same province I left them on. We'll move this one over in a second and that'll help out. We caught them. Once again, we're beating them up in the battle. And all of their troops are disappearing. Nice. Now this army's finished, I'll send them over to help siege. They're now backing off. They're now losing the war as well. We can start sieging this one. So 5 months. This one's gonna take how long? It doesn't tell me. That's okay. There we go, 5 months. So, about the same length for both of them. I would go to speed 5 and back, but I've learned my lesson. Don't do it unless you're 100% certain that you can do it. You can unclick it within the time limit of about, 0.1 of a second. Just gonna ransom all these things back so I can make some money because we're running out. There we go, ransom that back as well. Made quite a bit of money back. Cool. I've got a high enough marshal so I can just avoid that event that popped up. Send this one over here. We are gonna head over to the next one that we need to siege. We're a little bit low on supplies, but that's okay. Don't need any more. Just continue sieging their land until they give up. Now at this point, new martial perk. What are we gonna go for? Yeah, maybe movement speed. That's usually a good one. Lets you catch people often off guard. Head over here and beat up their army. It says that it's going to be a neutral fight. I disagree heavily. I believe that we're going to win the fight without a single bit of a problem, which indeed we have, because we have a ton more troops. That tends to help you win fights, just having about double the troops that they have. Most circumstances, it's a pretty good way to confirm your win. Yeah, merge up, split in half. One half. Oh wait, why you were only able to split up 98 from that? I guess my army must be like in 2 slots. So if I wait a second, merge these 2 up. Let me just have a look. Yeah, so I've got levies, this and this. So our levies aren't split up. Okay, interesting. Don't know why it's like that, but that's okay. Must just be the way that the mod has been set up here. Cool. A curse undone. My rival is dead. Oh, all right, cool. We're then going to grab this one, go for a ransom, and head up north. Right. They've pretty much got none of my land anymore. I'm going to send this 5,000 up. Yep. Speed 5 was a little bit greedy, but it worked out there. We're now going to head up to their capital. Siege that, which will get us probably the remaining war score we need. We're about to finish this siege. Cool. We're 72%. And then here, we'll go into that barony. and siege it up. So 4 years left. 4 years? Wait, are we not leading it? We are leading it. That's 4 years with us leading it. That is a ton of time. We're maxed from battle war score, so we can only get war score from sieging now. So the 4 years is kind of necessary, but still. They're coming to fight us. I'm actually going to leave enough to siege. Wait. Oh, we can only split up into the group of 4,000. Okay, head over here. Beat them up. Yeah, we need to stop them from destroying our armies. We're still capped on war score. Is there anything else we could get? Nah, the only other thing we can get is capturing the individual people in their army. Not the army, their family. But, yeah, we're unlikely to do that without getting their capital. So I guess we'll just siege the bits that aren't their capital, and it'll go quicker if they're 5-month sieges. Let's see. That one, yeah, so we'll siege, like, I don't know, this one over here. And that will get us the remaining war score that we need. That's also where the remainder of their army is going. So this is their last stand. It's not going to go well for them. How long is this? Oh, we're still in the battle. 6 months. There we go, 45 days. I caught it. I had 2 different ways I was doing there of getting it back down to the normal speed. And we have hopefully maybe taken it. There we go, 100%. Enforce demands. And that is it. We've taken the rest of that. We can disband our troops. And then it leaves us with just the Riddermark and Isengard. And I think that is where we're going to end for today. We're not going to come back to this save. Basically, it was just a little episode to show you roughly what we've got going on with this mod. The next stage would obviously be to attack the Riddermark, and then that would be us got everything. Beyond that, I'm imagining what they're going to be doing with this mod, and from what they've been saying is they're going to expand it by adding in different bits. So I would almost, 100% expect Mordor to exist at some point. I would almost 100% expect Gondor to exist, and it to just expand and the events to get larger and larger and for more and more stuff to be added into the mod. But so far, I really like it. I think it's focusing on the right things. I really like the in-depth lore events, because I think that that's the benefit of doing a total conversion mod. A lot of them try to add in, or at least for CK2 when they did them, tried to add in like a ton of different mechanics that just really aren't necessary when all you want to do is play it in a different setting and a different feel, and it has the right kind of feel for me. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, belling, all of that sort of stuff, as it helps the channel grow and it helps all of the series on the channel grow, and generally is a good thing for me. So thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.